Hi everyone. In this tutorial, I will show you how you can use CloudFiles to create automated nested folder in any external storage based on an object relationship in Salesforce. As an example, I will show you how you can create automatically opportunity folder within an associated account folder when a new opportunity is created. We will use CloudFiles action in Salesforce flow for this. This will take you less than 10 minutes to achieve. First, I will show you how this looks like in action, and then I will take you through all the steps one by one. So let's get started. We'll now see how the nested folders look like in action. We will start by creating a new account and save it. When I go to the Cloud Files widget over here, I can see a new account folder is created and an opportunity subfolder is created within this account folder. I will create a new opportunity for this account. And I will associate this opportunity to the newly created account and I'll save it. I will go back to the Cloud Files widget and I can see a new folder is created. Now to make sure that this folder is created within the associated account folder that we created earlier, we will click here to go to SharePoint. And as you can see, this opportunity folder is created in the opportunity subfolder of the original account folder. So that's how you can create nested folders for any object relationship. Now let's get into the step-by-step detail of this process. Before we jump into the steps, please note that there are three important prerequisites for this tutorial. You can find these details in our help articles, but in order for you to get started immediately, I will run through all the three steps in short. First, make sure that you have CloudFiles installed in your Salesforce. You can simply search for CloudFiles in Salesforce App Exchange and click on Get It Now button to install it in your system. Once CloudFiles is installed, please connect your external storages to Salesforce using CloudFiles. In order to do so, simply go on App Launcher and search for CloudFiles. I will go to Libraries under Setup tab, and you can see the libraries that you can connect to your Salesforce. Suppose I want to connect Google Drive, I will simply click on plus here and I will get an option to connect my storage. You may have to log into your account and get the access. And that's how you can connect your Google Drive. Once this is done, you may want to add your CloudFiles widget to any Salesforce record for you to access the files and folders right within Salesforce. In order to do so, you can go to any record page and simply click on Edit Page. Your Salesforce builder will open up and you need to search for CloudFiles and drag it to your new tab in order for it to appear on your record page. So that's it. Now let's get started with the steps. For this tutorial, we'll be creating two Salesforce flows. First flow is for creating automated account folder and opportunity subfolder to store the future opportunities. We will start by creating a record triggered flow. We will select account as object and make sure that you are running this in asynchronous path. So the first element that we add here is CloudFiles action create folder. This will create automated account folder when a new account is created. So we will name it. It will ask you to enter a bunch of parameters. Drive ID and parent folder ID is basically the metadata of the folder where you would want to create these folders. You can easily find this in CloudFiles library. In order to do so, we will search for CloudFiles in our app launcher. We will go to content library. And we will locate the folder where we would like to create the new account folder and opportunities folder. Click on this drop-down menu and click on View Metadata. So you can see the drive ID and folder ID is displayed on the screen. To copy it, simply click on this copy button. and just paste it in the field, drive ID and the folder ID. Library is SharePoint for me because my folder is located in SharePoint. And folder name you can give as per your convenience. I would like to name it on the name of account, so I will simply search for record and name. Save. Now I will create another create account action to create a subfolder for my opportunity. In order to do so, either I can repeat the process or I can simply copy this and paste it here. Edit. I will name it create opportunity subfolder. So the drive ID remains the same. Parent folder ID will change here. We will like to name it, we will like to get it from the output of create account folder, and we will select ID. Record name, I will replace this and I will name the folder name as opportunities, and the library will remain the same. Done. Once this is done, I would like to attach these folders to my record object. In order to do so, I will search for create attachment CloudFiles action. I will name it. So the drive ID will be same that we used earlier. Your library is SharePoint. Resource ID is basically the output received from the previous create account folder ID. Resource type is your folder. And Salesforce record ID is simply your record ID. That's it. Save. One of the critical part of this flow is that we would like to store the folder ID of this opportunity subfolder ID for the use in the next flow. This is important because whatever future opportunity folders are created, it should be created within this account folder, and for that, this folder ID is crucial. In order to do so, we will add update triggering record element in this flow. We will name it, say opportunity folder ID. So here I will be using a custom property. I have already created this in my object manager and it is called ops folder ID. In this, as I mentioned earlier, I would like to store the folder ID of this opportunity subfolder. So in order to do so, I will go to output from opportunity subfolder and I will store the folder ID. That's a save. Save your flow and activate the flow. We will name it create account folder flow. We will now proceed to create our next Salesforce flow. This flow is to create automatic folders whenever a new opportunity is created. The nesting happens in such a way that these opportunity folder is created within the subfolder of the account folder that we created in our previous flow. In order to do so, we will start with a record triggered flow. We will select object as opportunity and make sure this also runs an asynchronous path. We will start by adding the first element to create the folder, CloudFiles action. We will name it. So it will again ask you a bunch of parameters to input. Drive ID is same as the one that we had used in the previous flow. Folder name is anything that you would like to name it. I would name it as the opportunity or account name. Library is SharePoint. So the main thing over here is the parent folder ID is basically the folder ID of this opportunity subfolder that we created within the account folder in our previous flow. So this can be fetched by using the custom property that we had created that basically stores the folder ID of the opportunity subfolder ID. So in order to do so, we will go to record, account, and we will simply search for the custom property that we had created, and that's it, done. Once the folder is created, we will use create attachment action to show the folder on the record. In order to do so, We will input a bunch of parameters. Drive ID is the folder ID that we had used earlier. Library is SharePoint. Resource ID is derived from the output of previous create folder action. Resource type is folder. And this Salesforce record ID is basically your record ID. That's it, done. Save and activate the flow. Once you do it, you can test the flow by creating an account. You can see automated account and opportunity subfolder. And whenever you're creating a new opportunity for this account, these will be saved within your account folder. So that's it. Thank you.